Ladies and gentlemen, hello. We are here, I am here, with Dark. No subtitles, no taglines, no anything else, just Dark. I just ran a test recording moments before to ensure that the audio stuff's all good, and it was, from what I saw. Oh yeah, we're in for a absolute amazing adventure. Now, let's go in here and just run this very quickly. Turn up some sensibilities. I didn't even realize that's what they were called, but it's sensibilities, not sensitivities. Sensibilities. There's your first major red light if you haven't seen one already. I don't actually know if it's as bad enough as I could say there's red lights to say how bad this is, but it's not going to start you off with the best impression. Because I went into the controls. You can drag a corpse on a designated button. That's nice. You can cover on a designated button. That's nice. You can auspex. I don't even know what that is, but I think it explains it a bit better when I'm in the game. There's Shadow Leap, which is its own button. I'll explain that one in a moment. There's Power Selection on Y. There's Use Active Power on X. The D-pad is Power Quick Bar. And back on the controller is Vampiric Powers. I personally felt like that was a lot of overkill on powers. You want to know what else? Shadow Leap, which is a hold thing there, I'm pretty sure that counts as a power. Auspex, I'm pretty sure that also counts as a power. Unsure about the Dragon Corpse or the cover. I'd like to hope not, but considering almost half the controls are power based. Also, there's Interact, of course, for A. Camera and press to zoom, so you can zoom the camera. Where do you see that mess? And then there's apparently sneak on left click. I didn't get a chance to do that, but that's fine. My favorite button though, skip scene, is a designated button. I don't know if that button has any other use outside of this, but we got a skip scene button. Yes. Must be for the speedrunners or something. Okay, so there you go, there's that. I turn up some brightness and stuff because my TV's not the best and such, so it seems fine, but if I've found anything about a lot of stealth games is that they make it too dark that you can't even make things out unless you have a night vision or something. I'm not gonna say I don't think this game has night vision, but this game's first impression made me think that turning that up was a smart decision. And this audio is just what it is, so I should probably turn down the other stuff and make dialogue the more present noise that you're hearing, but I'm lazy. So, there you go. I'm gonna start up again. Brand new, all shiny and stuff. There's autosaves. And there's a did you know along the bottom. And it flies by real quick. My first set of did you know that questions actually repeated themselves after like the fourth one. So the next one after this, if it doesn't load in time, should be a repeat. I don't know if that was a repeat though, but I didn't pay enough attention this time. Watch now. You ready for Edge? Get your blades ready.
It all began in darkness.
Yeah, he awoke in a world of pain, of course.
Throbbing in my head, pounded on my temples.
Mm-hmm. His temples were pounded upon.
I saw a white light approaching me.
And he approached the white light.
An angel. The shining light radiated something.
Shining light radiated something soothing. His name apparently was the soothingness that he needed. Eric, it's time. And whenever she disappears, the hammering becomes more intense and faster. His sight returned. I don't know where it went.
Different sounds, which slowly coalesced to become music.
And then became music. I don't know how copyrighted the music is, so we'll find out in a moment. He regains his orientation. Good. Coming back to normal. And his vision's all wibbly around the side. Which is what one of the YouTubers I watch sort of says whenever the camera does weird stuff. He describes it as wibbly, which is fairly accurate, I feel. Okay, the marker shows where you need to go. Let me tell you guys something. The wibbly is weird, but it stays on screen for this opening bit, so sorry guys and gals who maybe are a bit adverse to motion nonsense in games. But we got a bigger problem. there's screen tearing when I move the camera because of this. And I can go into first person. And if I turn fast enough, sorry again, ahead of time, you can visibly see the tearing. That's the sort of game we're playing right now, folks. So I don't know how much wibbly or how off-putting this is to visually look at, so apologies. I didn't make this up and I had no power or control over making this less painful. I should just run down the tutorial, but just a quick thing. This is as much as I did, by the way. I didn't even go down those stairs. This guy attempts to voice act and mixed results.
Please leave. You can't go in there.
Okay. He has like 3 or 4 lines.
I'm sorry, sir. Admission for staff and invited guests only.
Now, I don't really know if you're hearing that quite so well, but...
Please leave. You can't go in there.
There you go. So the music was kind of playing dominantly through my test audio, so I turned things down slightly, but if I go through here...
I needed to run some water over my head. That would do me good.
Why I walk around like half my, like the right side of my body is just completely turned off, I'm not sure. I think this guy just did a lot of drugs, and he heard it was time from someone whenever he probably drunkenly proclaimed that he would be king of the dance floor. And now he has to go and prove it, and well, I don't think he can. Can't do anything with these bottles.
I barely stand, and the nausea was getting stronger. Gathering the last of my strength, I dragged myself
Ah,
out.
good. Oh god, I didn't even pull up the powers. Okay, we can look at the powers right away, by the way. Let me pull up menu. That was just back. Pulls this up. You have some inherent powers, but they haven't come on yet, apparently. Instant kill. So, that's nice. I'm guessing that's my stealth kill. Shadow leap. Lets me dissolve into shadow and reappear at a different location. Apparently me appearing though can cause noise, so there's that. Auspex, which your senses are sharpened immensely. Allows you to feel and see your enemy's blood through walls. Which means if there's robots, I'm doomed. In addition, your perception of radio-emitting strange or unusual objects is also sharpened. I don't know what that means, so that's fun. Speed. I'm a vampire, according to the box. This is meant to be a action stealth game with RPG elements, I think was how they described it. And my health isn't health, it's vitae, I think it's how it's pronounced. Because whenever you do like your resume, as they would call it in the US, we have the curriculum vitae, which I think is the UK equivalent. I don't know if it's used in any other countries, but that's what the UK does. So vitae is how it's pronounced that I'm aware of. If it's pronounced any other way, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, apparently feeding is very loud and alerts enemies, and I receive a blood point. I don't have any of the vampiric powers, except regeneration, which is always nice. There's other nonsense here. Shadow powers let you move preternaturally fast. I'm not sure if that's even a real word, but, you know, I think this game might be doing a lot of made-up stuff for fun, so we will see. Domination. Obfuscation? Obfuscation? I don't know how it's pronounced, that one, actually, to be honest. Maybe I know it possibly if I heard it, but at this moment, not so much. There's a distract, there's a shadow grip, whatever that is. Passive powers. Assassin. Just naturally, vampires are assassins, so of course that makes sense. You move with a preternatural silence. I don't know if preternatural is a real word, but it must be. They keep using it. I just don't know which book they just grabbed that word from and are now clinging to with vitae. But yeah, it's weird. Feels like there's a few things in this game that they've doubled down on, and powers was definitely one of them. So that's looking at them through back. If you press Y, you get a wheel. I can set it to the D-pad because there's speedy D-pad usage. X apparently uses my power. I don't really know how effective it is. And B is to skip scenes if I ever want to, but I don't know if it has any other use. Okay, so I've got my first murder victims here. That's good. You guys are going to have a very short dance, although it doesn't look like you're dancing very much now anyway. And I'm going to go down like 6 floors of basement, seemingly, to get to the bathroom just to play with some water. Well, we got the little yellow sign. Oh. Again, apologies for the weirdness.
assignment is waiting.
Your assignment? Wait, are you literally Charlie's Angel? Is that what I'm getting?
The name shot through my head like a bullet. It was my
Ooh,
name.
Eric Bean, yes.
Nothing.
Oh good, he became an
Darkness in my
amnesiac.
head veiled everything.
So, yeah, Eric Bean I know from the back of the box. The weird sort of view around me was...
And so was the pain.
That's
It
gone.
was time to find out who I was. Or what I was doing here. Chances were the bouncer had seen me come
Yep,
in.
that makes
Maybe
sense.
he could shed some light on the subject.
Oh, I can run now. Ooh. Ooh, look at this. But yeah, this is very reminiscent of a male bathroom, if you've ever not been in one. Where, 2 of the 3 toilets never work. The other one that does work is usually missing its seat, so the fact that these ones have, well, at least that one seems to have its seat. Can I position this camera for the last one? No. And the camera's not going to be my friend for this game. Oh no, there it is. So, for a moment I saw it, but they all have seats. That is not the proper perspective of any nightclub bathroom, let me tell you. 2 out of 3 of them are usually not working. The remaining one usually doesn't have its seat. Accuracy is a myth. And, yeah, you're usually standing in some sort of liquid and you can never tell what it is. There's no sign of a toilet brush, so points for accuracy there. Anyway, I'm sitting critiquing a male bathroom more than playing this game. That's probably fair. Did this chair just phase out of existence for a moment because I walked near it? I think it did. It was just a fraction of a moment, but okay. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's when the camera has to... Oh, look at that. Yes. I got the exact placement for the camera to make things disappear. Man, life as a vampire is going to be fun. Okay, alright, so there's another bathroom. I don't know how reminiscent of a woman's bathroom this place is, but assume that it's pink, it's flowery, it's perfect. There's no wanted posters. Actually, there might be wanted posters in a female bathroom. I don't know. I haven't been in one, really. Yeah, okay. I'm sure this isn't actually reflective either. There's a lack of a queue, for example. There's usually a group of about 50 to 200 women in the bathroom at any one time. They move in herds. Some people think it's packs, but that's incorrect.
Get out of my face. We don't need an audience.
Okay, I don't care, but, I mean, you don't sit out in a public place and then go, I don't want an audience. That's literally counterproductive to what you just were on about. That guy's still there. That guy isn't. Oh, I can finally go out into the nightclub with enough people that I'm sure it's probably pressing this engine to its very limits. But look at all that dancing. Could I be king of the dance? The answer is I don't know. I've got to talk to this bouncer. I'm pretty sure it's not the chick. She's not in 10 meters. Okay. Yay! Words.
Yeah? What do you want?
I wanted to ask. I couldn't get another word out. The sight of his weapon woke some kind of
What?
memory.
What? Oh no. Oh. What? Okay.
Hey man, you okay?
I would suspect drugs and probably throw him out if I was a bouncer, but
yeah,
I'm not a
it's
bouncer,
okay.
so...
I'm doing fine. Did I come to the club alone, or was someone with me?
No idea. My shift had only just begun. My boss was watching the
Ooh.
door for that.
Where can I find him?
Well, he's sure to be hanging around here somewhere. Ask at the bar for Tom.
Tom.
That flashback had felt pretty damn realistic, even if I didn't completely understand it. What should I
Well, you were
do?
armed with better weapons
Made
than
my
what you
way
have
back
right
into the
now.
club to find the head of security.
Which is none,
Maybe
I
he'd be
think.
able to help me.
Other than the power of regeneration. Ooh. But you also, seemingly, were having a Resident Evil, more recent Resident Evil than retro Resident Evil firefight against a cloud beast of some kind. Okay, so here's the dance floor, and here's a club. There's the salary man there fighting the good fight against the lady who's telling them off as they've paid for that particular service. This guy's not quite getting the... Oh god, she glows very, very, very much when I approach her. Why was I surprised by an angel then? Is it because she's only... This one's only an outline and the other one's just all outline? We'll find out in a moment. Hello. Are you Tom?
Yes?
I mean, that's about as good a conversation as I've ever managed to have with anyone, so that's good. Okay, so people glow very bright. Wow. How many people pay for this service where they get to just sit around and be depressed on the same seats? Is this group therapy? Is this a group huddle? Is this a battle? Is there a wager to see who would, you know, be able to suffer in this nightclub the most? I don't know. Oh, I can use this. Is this a blood fountain? No, it has to be like a punch bowl type thing, only on a big scale. Okay, alright. I just realized too that, yeah, it's meant to be a vampire. Okay, I think the subtlety might be gone already. This place is clearly a club for this sort of thing. Wow, okay. Don't know if you can show that on YouTube. Alright, so... Invisible walls. Okay, we are in invisible wall territory. Is there a depressed man down there? Partially. No, he's got a drink. He's okay. He's not part of the depression club. Wow, empty seats. Wow, there's a whole lot of empty seats. Yep, there's more depression. Man, this game's so edgy. They've just got people sitting around depressed before I even had to fight them. But okay, so... You know what? As far as nightclubs go, this one's actually not too bad. It's big, it's spacious, there's no fight for the bar wherever the bar is. Not enough bar, I have to say right now. Oh god, I can dance! Pressing the A button for maximum dance. I mean, you're not beating Commander Shepard any day, but... Why is she just... Okay, I mean, I don't even think I said hello to this chick. I'm just dancing and she's just dancing in my general direction. Is this how dancing works? I don't really know. I don't really dance. Yes. Yes. Watch that. Oh god, my... I think my wrist goes into my body every so often. It's a good job this place is probably full of vampires, otherwise that might be a little bit surprising. Yep. Okay, that's enough of that. Ah, good. Supper's laid out for immediately after the party. There's a piano. Can I play the piano? I'm not allowed to play the piano. 3 out of 10. Worst game. More depression. Okay. I could sit and probably ogle this place for another while. Hi, miss. But, I think I'm going to go ahead and try and progress plot. Oh. Are you Tom?
I'll have a...
You'll have a Bloody Mary. House style.
Who said I wanted a Bloody Mary?
Believe me, I know exactly what you want.
Do you know where Tom is?
Tom? Yes, I
Good,
do.
alright, you know what I want. I'm impressed.
Head
I'm
upstairs
glad that she
and
actually, why good luck?
Okay, catch you later.
Yes. See you
What?
later.
Why foreboding?
The stuff tasted disgusting, and it had a strange aftertaste.
What the hell is...
However, my body saw it differently, and a pleasant warmth spread
Okay, so that apparently was a vampire lady who understood I was a vampire and has magically disappeared, and I'm not questioning it. There's also blood on the floor, which is... Yeah, I'm not allowed into it either. Okay, so vampires are just a thing in this universe. The bartender I can't talk to anymore. She's admiring her own work. Yep, not a single droplet is in there. I'm a thorough drinker, it seems. Neat. Okay. So a chick didn't know where Tom was, so that's good. I mean, glad Tom's here to be my first tutorial enemy, I guess. Just designated talking people, though. Alright. So far, I'm not too disappointed by this game.
Hey man, you okay?
Have we met?
Not directly, but don't we all know one another
No.
somehow? I mean, we're practically
No,
one big
we're
family.
really
I
not.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Shit, man, you really don't know, dude.
No, he doesn't.
My memory is a bit foggy at the moment.
Sure, whatever. I know exactly what
You mean you know I took like
Look, we can
20
help you
grams
out.
of drugs before I
mean,
came here?
I know someone who can. Follow me, dude. I'll take you to her. I'm sure she'll help you. Her name's Rose, and she knows more about that stuff than the rest of
What?
us.
Okay, so everyone's kind of in on me being a vampire except me. Great. Giant Angel of Light didn't bother telling me. Bartender he fed me a drink for free didn't. I mean, whenever you're given a free drink, you probably should be a bit suspicious of it.
Hey, man,
Unless this is your
you're
local.
really lucky to meet me. There's some of us out there that are real bad news, dude. They would have just ripped your head off or something.
Ooh.
Don't worry.
Okay, my
We're
head's
almost there.
got to stay attached
By the
thanks to
way,
this.
Rose, she owns the
What's a which sanctuary? Is this the sanctuary? Is that the name of this place? Or is the sanctuary like somewhere else on the map that I'm assuming... I don't even know if I have a map. Do I have a map? I'm sorry if I'm asking a lot of questions, but I apparently have amnesia. Because that's how you get out of most plot development in games. And you can leave people, you know, hanging for a shock horror plot twist. Oh hey, the guy who has 3 lines of dialogue is moved. Great. You gonna put on an accent for me now? Nah, alright. He had a really weird accent with one of his lines. I didn't really know what he was trying to go for. I think he just had a swing and missed completely. Okay, this is Rose. This place must be called The Sanctuary. And she's the chick who knows what's going on.
Hi, Tom. I see you brought a guest. Nice to see you again. Was
So-
the drink okay?
She sent me to
Rose,
Tom to send me
this
back
dude
to
is like,
her.
no idea what's
Why didn't she
happening.
just cut out the
Can't
damn
remember
middleman?
damn thing.
And he's here all alone?
Looks like it.
Hello, I'm still here. Could you tell me what's going on? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're a...
Vampire. A vampire.
Hooray!
Tom and
Wait a minute,
you.
she's got binary
Yeah,
tattooed
right.
across her like
Thanks
shoulder
for
and
the
arm.
drink. And no offense, but I'll just be going now.
Tom, show him.
Oh, you showed him his gun. What the? Camera?
Hey, neat trick, man.
Camera?
What?
You automatically resorted to your vampire abilities
What?
out of pure reflex.
Camera
Not
literally
that
couldn't
single
follow
thing.
me teleporting.
Thank you, Tom. I'll take care of our guest now. You can go back.
Yo, later, man.
Tom doesn't seem too
So?
perplexed by the fact that he was told to pull out a gun and shoot a guy. What would have happened if they had been wrong or that didn't
I
happen?
hope our little demonstration
Like,
will
would I just bled on the
assist
floor and be like, shit, we'll have to get a new
you.
carpet?
That is correct.
Stop licking the
Right
carpet,
now, you
Tom.
also have a much bigger problem you need to take care of.
Okay.
You are not yet a fully fledged vampire.
Why do you
and that
become a fully
has
fledged
some
one?
Drawbacks.
Oh, look. I wonder who puts on Mass Effect in my game. Fully fledged,
How
please.
come I'm not a full vampire yet?
If a vampire drinks your blood and kills you in the process, you will turn into a vampire yourself.
Okay.
However, that alone does not complete the transformation.
Okay.
First, you have to drink your creator.
Drink your creator's blood.
Only then will you be a full-fledged vampire.
And since I don't know who made me a vampire...
Does
that's
everyone
kind of
have
a problem.
amnesia? Because that means that this is a very
A
flawed
vampire
system
doesn't just
immediately.
create another vampire for no reason. We try to hide our very existence from humans.
But-
and every
But
newcomer
that doesn't make
increases the
sense
risk
if you...
of being
Unless
discovered.
amnesia
Your
was unique
creator
to me.
was all at risk when he just left you behind. No vampire would willingly call down the wrath of all the others upon himself.
Okay.
I suppose something must have happened to
I mean,
him.
this
And what happens if I
vampirism
don't
is
drink
just
his
Fight
blood?
Club.
You really don't want to know. I have no idea exactly what happens when someone becomes a vampire, but if you do not get the right blood, your brain starts
That
to
sounds like a
deteriorate.
problem. I mean, that already happened to me as soon as it started, but...
Until you finally lose all of
Okay,
your
I
humanity.
become...
We call these pitiful creatures.
Okay, so we got ghouls if you basically
want
feel
to
as a
avoid
vampire.
killing
Gotcha.
those creatures at all costs.
Do I have any options?
Ah, yes.
The blood of
The
an
blood
ancient
of
and powerful
ancient
vampire
and
can
powerful
theoretically
vampire
replace your
can
creator's blood. Oh,
theoretically
good.
replace
And how many of those are
your
kicking around? Like
But
3?
I'm talking about vampires that have been in the business for several
Only
decades.
decades?
You won't
Huh.
find anyone like that in the sanctuary. But I do know of some.
Uh-huh.
His name is John
John
Blooming.
Blooming.
He's
Okay,
the
it's not got a
director of
bad
the
name.
Harding Museum downtown.
Director of a museum.
Blooming is
Not a
no
nice
man
man.
son.
He'll not likely give you his blood
He's not likely
voluntarily.
to give you
Okay,
his blood
so you know of one guy who's
voluntarily.
just a dick.
It's not as if I have much of a choice.
That is certainly true. However, you should talk to Tom before you head out. He'll
Oh,
give you a few
okay.
tips.
Alright, you know what? So far, despite being able to make plenty of fun of the bloody nightclub, and the screen tearing's a bit weird. I mean, I can't do anything about that, but that's how this game just rolls, so... Maybe the PC version of this game, which I also just recently seen on sale, maybe it has like some graphical options that makes it less of a problem or something, I don't know. But, yeah, looks like we've got a very strange game here. But, you know, it's vampires. I don't know how the stealthiness is going to work, though, that's the problem, so... Let us quickly have a quick chat with her again, see if I'm given more Mass Effect options, and then I'll go and have a wee chat with Tom again.
Welcome back, Eric.
Vampires.
Tell me more about vampires.
What would you like to know?
Vampires in a sanctuary. What would you like to know? Existence. It's like that's a bigger question than I think I should expect Rose to be able to deliver to me. But alright, let's see about existence.
How come nobody knows that vampires really exist?
Because we're very careful not to attract attention.
Every piece of literature disagrees.
They knew that we're living amongst them. We can't be satisfied by synthetic or animal blood. Believe me, I've tried.
Good.
No, we need real blood, and we need it from a living person. We are powerful, Eric. You are powerful, but we are not.
Yeah, we all have health bars, I know.
Bullets can harm and even kill us. However, there are just
Bullets
few
can
of
kill
us.
you.
We have
Shocking
huge
piece of
conflict within our
advice.
society. So we use our power and influence to keep people in the dark. There are vampires out there who have built economic empires and control the media.
And control the media. They ensure our existence remains secret. Okay. Like, there are some fundamental problems with vampires if they were to really exist and stuff. Because, the way they're created and stuff never really made sense to me. I mean, if you have to intentionally create a vampire, for what reason would you ever do that? Obviously, lower numbers means easier at the secrecy thing, so unless you needed more numbers for some specific reason, you would probably never create a vampire realistically. And to be honest, if you still can age and die in any way, or maybe get like killed in an accidental like car crash or something, your existence is going to be found out in like a random autopsy or something. There's no way in hell their secrecy could be kept in like a realistic environment. So yeah, it's always weird. Vampires never made sense, but I like just the fact that there are people with powers, but they have drawbacks like I must drink blood. And also this is a bit awkward, these two just standing here. She looks like she actually has an idle animation at least, but he doesn't. He just sort of looks like he's just staring out the window behind her going, do you guys play smooth jazz? Or anyway, vampires in the sanctuary.
Vampires in the sanctuary?
Yes, I could tell you a little something, but that would be kind of inappropriate, wouldn't it? It's best if you speak with them yourself. Tom,
What?
you've already met.
Oh,
He's
okay,
our
so
head
you're
of
saying it's
security.
inappropriate
The
to
Kruger
talk
twins
about
also work
other...
in the club. April is behind the bar. I assume you remember her. June is our DJ.
June's your
If you
DJ.
want to know more about them, I suggest you speak with them
Okay,
directly.
so she's just basically telling me, speak to my crew individually, and they will tell you their own backstory and love and dreams and all that stuff. Gotcha. And you?
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, it's been about 10 years since I was a
Oh,
new
you've managed a whole decade.
I own this club, and I look after the young vampires.
Oh, that's good.
Such as yourself.
That's a good,
But I don't really want
good
to
goal.
talk about myself right now. Maybe some.
Okay, romance
Let's
option,
talk about
gotcha.
something else.
Gladly.
I have something to do here first.
Come back to me when you're ready.
Okay,
to
the
go.
game forces me out of my dialogue tree once I've exhausted all the options. That's fine, I'm okay with games that do that. I feel like more games should, rather than repeat and repeat and repeat. Okay, so far so good. Third person. Haven't managed to get the cover system to trigger yet, so that might be very specific bits. I don't have Shadow Leap or anything. Still only have one set of powers. I haven't been given my combat tutorial. That's a thing I want. I want a combat tutorial to figure out how the hell this game works, because do I use guns or do I specifically and only use vampire stuff? Because I feel like I would like guns. I feel like a pistol for a third-person shooter in this would be nice. I'm just hoping the stealth's slightly better than some of it was in Alpha Protocol, because that was the last third-person stealthy style game that I remember playing that had dialogue options and stuff. Splinter Cell was like more true stealth, but there was no real dialogue. It's just sort of do things. So, Anyway, April, words.
Hey, you're Eric, right? Tom told me
Man,
about
Tom
you.
just ran around telling everyone about me in
I'm
that,
April,
like,
April Kruger.
5 minutes I
If
was
there's
away.
anything I can do for you, just let me know, okay?
One of the Kruger twins, huh? Okay. Go away. Nah, I'm gonna eat vampires. What do you
Tell
got?
me about vampires.
I'd like to help you, Eric, but to be honest, I haven't been one for long.
Oh.
But what would you like to know?
Ooh, okay. So you've got a little bit of information. Not much.
What do you know about vampire abilities?
Not much, to be honest. My sister made me a vampire, so I can move.
Your
super
sister made you a
fast,
vampire.
Which is pretty cool when you're mixing drinks. But we're
Whoa,
not
it just
Rose
flicked at
and
me for a
Tom's
half
league.
second
I
there.
know
That's
there's
weird.
some
This game's
really
camera doesn't know
powerful
what to do
vampires out there
sometimes.
who can throw cars and trucks around or like jump from high-rise
I played Bullet
buildings,
Witch
but I've
recently,
never met
miss.
anyone who
I've
can do
had
that,
things
thank
promised
God.
to me like that, and it was very disappointing.
Tell me about the other vampires in the sanctuary.
Okay, so Tom, you know already. He's head of security and makes sure that everything stays.
That's nice of him.
The humans are generally no problem, but sometimes other vampires.
Okay,
will
yep,
fly.
that makes
But
sense.
So far, everything has stayed.
What do you mean
under
so far?
Rose owns the place. She is like a real genius with computers, and she's a total tech junkie.
Why did
too.
her office
June
not
is my
reflect
sister.
that?
She works here as a DJ. If you want to know anything about her, your best bet is to ask her yourself.
Okay.
Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you
Ah,
want.
look,
Eric.
the camera keeps flickering just for fractions of a moment. Like it wants to show something else, and then it just comes back again. I don't know what the hell that's about, man. It's a bit annoying, though, and you can kind of just catch it.
Tell me about the museum.
I think there's a medieval exhibition.
Medieval
there
expedition?
Right now.
Okay.
It's been a few
Exhibition.
years since I visited. One thing I have heard.
One thing I've
is
heard
that
is
the
that the
museum
director's one of
director
us.
is also
Better
one
off
of
talking to
us.
Tom or Rose
You'd
about
be
him.
better off
Okay.
talking to Tom and Rose
Tom's
about
gonna
him.
tell me all about how he's awful and stuff. Order a drink. Do I want a drink? Is it gonna cost me? Is there any actual currency in the game? I never
Give me a
looked.
drink.
Sure thing, Eric. One drink coming up.
No. Oh god. Did I see that right? I don't actually know if I seen that right. I think that glass popped into existence there too. Man, Okay, this game's weird. There is actual money at least, so that's a good sign. But yeah, things just appear and disappear all the time. It's really, really weird. Just like fractions of moments and stuff happen, so that's kind of weird. Looks like there's another side, but I just don't know if there's a point of going over there. I'll take a nosy at it at one point just to see what's there. There's Tom. If I keep going down that way, I don't actually know how to get up to the DJ box yet, but okay, let's talk to Tom. He's right here. Tom, words.
Hey, man. Everything okay?
Tom the vampire and Eric the vampire. At least Rose is a bit slightly more interesting. Tutorial?
Rose said you could teach me something more.
Okay, you got a
Not
tutorial.
really teach, you know, but I got an idea about how you can train your intuitive
You guys don't
reflexes.
have like a
There's few
training
thugs hanging
manual for
around
this or
out front of
something?
the club. Maybe you could check it
Oh,
out.
really? You want me to fight some? Okay, I'll do that in a moment.
Maybe later.
No biggie, man. Whatever you want.
Okay, you know what? At this point, I'm just going to quickly end this first part here for now. I'll just do a quick second part immediately after this. There'll be probably no break or anything. I won't go for tea or nothing. I'll just go straight into parts 2, where I will see how combat works in this universe, and then I'll also get a wee chat with the DJ, who is the sister who made her older sister a vampire, which I feel is probably a little irresponsible. Yes, sir, I know, it's very depressing, but please, there was like a corner and a couple of rooms for this. Problem is, though, you're probably the front runner. I bet you're going to win that prize pool for whatever it is to be depressed the longest in this nightclub. These two chicks are trying their best, though. Give them a break. Or maybe you were naughty and the head of security is just watching you. Who knows? These are the mysteries of life. But Eric's life will probably be slightly less of a mystery next time, as he goes out and figures out how to powers. So until then, see you then, folks.